and welcome to our fourth Sony Vegas editing tutorial. Today we'll be going over some of the effects in the effects menu in Sony Vegas. So I've just got a picture here, nice simple picture, and I'm going to open the effects menu, the little button below the pan crop menu on the clip in the timeline. So just click on that. The first effect we're going to go through today is the cookie cutter. We've been through the chroma keyer and color corrector secondary in the previous tutorials, so today we'll start with the cookie cutter. So select the cookie cutter and hit OK. This menu opens up here. The way it works is it pretty much either cuts away a section or leaves a section of image in the film. So if we cut away all but section is what we should select. Select a shape. I'm going to go for circle, and I'm going to bring the size down so you can see the circle. You'll notice that it cuts away all but the section that's selected. You can also repeat it if you want two circles. So repeat Y, so that repeats it in the Y axis, or repeat in the X axis. So there's that. You've also got options to have a border. So if you select a color over here and increase the border, you get a thicker border or a thinner border depending on what you want. Also over here on the left you have your positioning, where you can move the circle or whatever shape you've selected around so you get exactly what you want in the circle. You can also reverse that and cut away all but section so you get everything but the tomatoes. Another thing you can do with the cookie cutter is, in that circle, if I put another clip underneath, you'll notice that it shows through. So by moving that around, you can get, using the pan crop event menu, you can get the lemon in the center there. So that's just the cookie cutter effect, briefly overviewed there. The next effect we're going to go over is the gradient map. So pretty much this controls all the colors in the film. You can make some pretty funky colors. So you've got the background 0, your mid-tones, you can change them, and then everything that's in front, so the lemon. So that's pretty much it. You can move them around, but that pretty much just swaps their position. So that's just controlling gradients. It's really easy to use. You just got your color swatch down the bottom and just mix it all around. So that's that effect. The next effect we're going to go over is the invert effect. So Sony invert, OK. So this pretty much just inverts the color of the footage. So simple invert. The next effect we're going to go over is the lens flare effect. This one's quite cool. Like when you it's pretty much, you know how when you take a photo into the sun you get that lens flare effect. That's what it creates here. So you've got up top here you have all your presets depending on what you want. All the effects do have presets that they come with. We'll go into the presets in a little while after we go over the effects. So this is just lens flare. You can change the tint, what color you want it to be, the overall color of it, so tint it to be a blue color, its intensity, how much you want it to blend in with the image, and it's how big you want it to be. And also, once again, you've got the position of where you want the light to be coming from depending on the angle of the picture. So that's the lens flare effect. The next effect we'll be going over is radial blur. It's a lot like the linear blur back here, but we'll just go for radial blur. So this one blurs in a circle. Linear blur is just in a line. So you pretty much just control the strength of the blur and the position of where the circle center is. So all the effects menus are relatively easy to use in Sony Vegas. And the final effect we'll go over is the TV simulator. TV simulator pretty much creates a TV simulated effect of like a grainy TV. So you've got the detail zoom, so that interlacing, how much black there is in there, the line sync, so how much each line synchronizes with each other, it's vertical sync, so up and down flicker, scan phasing, which is that bright line across your screen, phosphorescence, how bright or dark it is, and the amount of static in the film. So you can increase the static and decrease that. Okay, like I said before, you've got lots of presets with the effects. So up here back near your Explorer menu, you've got the tabs for transitions, project media, and video effects. So into the video effects tabs, you've got the presets. You've got all your effects over here in the left, and in the right you've got the presets. You can create your own presets as well. So by going into a effect, so I'm just going to select black and white, drag reset to none onto the image that or clip that I want to put the effect on, and I'm going to drag it up to about there, and say I wanted to save this as a preset, so I click in where it says preset, delete, give it a name, and then save it over here. So hit save, and now you'll notice when I go over here to the video effects and scroll down, the new created preset is there as well, so I can drag that on and it automatically puts that same effect on the clip. So that's just a handy thing to do with Sony Vegas. You can create your own presets. There are tons of effects here, so have a play around with them. They're really good to use. They're lots of fun. Hope you've learnt something in this tutorial. Come back next time and we'll go over making some cool things in Sony Vegas. Thank you.